And with that, ladies and gentlemen,
Heads up!
what a time for the follow. Thanks, Taki12345. 1234. Appreciate the follow. Thanks for following. And ladies and gentlemen, the time has hit 0. The song is now done.
Hey, Brownie. Hey.
Oh, do you know what that means? It's time for some fun!
Woo!
Or death.
Hopefully so. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Perception Check. I'm here. Don't worry. Everyone, can everyone still hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, must have glitched out a little bit as I changed the.
Yeah, the stream also like that. It was probably Twitch or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
Alright.
Remember, lockdown makes some people's internet a little bit worse.
Yeah, just a little bit. Anyway, welcome to tonight's episode of Perception Check, ladies and gentlemen. You must have rolled pretty high to find the quiet little stream. Let's just get the creepy music to get us all in the mood, ready to go. I am your host, Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers, and joining us is the ragtag crew as you know and love them. I hope. We have, joining us tonight, we have Kotlal.
I didn't press join. I just said I'm here.
Thank you. We also have Chopper.
Hello.
We have an Alpha.
I'm here.
We have a Raven.
That's me.
We have an Aeon. And last we have Dell.
Hoi, everybody!
Now, sad to say that we do not have a Heidi who's still dealing with some personal end with this. So Heidi, if you watch this episode back for information, you're in our prayers and hope you're doing well. I think I did see her in the audience, but I'm not 100% sure. If you were, then oh dear. I feel bad I didn't pay attention. Da!
Alrighty.
I'll be back. I gotta restart my Discord.
Heidi is watching the stream. Huzzah!
Yeah, I gotta restart my
Hello.
Discord. I got a few.
Hope everything's okay.
Yeah, no worries. Too many points. Yeah, she's got too many points. And wait, do we have a Chopper just drop a minute?
We
Yeah,
just need to sort something out.
give it a moment.
Alright, no problem.
Give Chopper a moment. He'll be back. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Hey, Heidi, you are loved. You know you are. You know you're loved. We love you.
Mm.
Yeah, I like Heidi.
Yay. Don't say bull. You know that's true. And Chopper's back.
Yeah, it looks like I'm using my regular computer. Oh wait, that's my output device. I'm just being an idiot. I stand corrected.
Nothing new there.
I was looking at my output devices instead of my input devices.
Well, at least it's fixed now. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are sitting comfortably because we're now going to begin tonight's episode of Perception Check. I hope you're all sitting comfortably, and I'll be ready to play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you ready for some foosball?
I just big right now because I realised Cotlow's cleric, his trip shield, she's still at the tree.
Yep. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That was the plan. We go through this, but we'll get to that. But let me get through the recap, and you can make all you want. We want the audience to know what we got up to. So, ladies and gentlemen, on the last episode of Perception Check, the team of mercenaries and friends alike and strangers too, known as the Hope Finders, had managed to save the city of Helix from not just one threat, but a few threats from way before. As the team were getting ready to settle themselves down for the night after dealing with a harsh battle with Diction, as well as losing their own friend in Mugbeard, the team were busy consoling themselves with their new friend, Liam, who's joined them on the quest to get revenge against the people who destroyed his ship. As they were getting themselves ready for the evening, Goldie, the Dragonborn, was not only dealing with a situation of being cursed by her god for having a betray moment, but also managed to encounter an old family member of hers, Crescendo, one of the Dragonborns from her old village. But as they were getting the information from Crescendo and some of the team managed to meet up behind the local tavern, minus 2 members who fell asleep, they managed to encounter Feather, the Black Pen member who was Goldie's main focus for a while. After a bit of a battle, they managed to take down the cronies that were with him, and not only that, but take down the mighty Feather as well in the process. With a little bit of necromantic recovery from Goldie, based on her curse. Thanks to Kotlow's control.
Thank you, Kotlow.
So, with the fact that Goldie didn't get any information out of Feather...
Thank you, Kotlow!
Which, I can tell you right now, that page is now gone from my notes.
Are you kidding?
Nope.
Oh, fuck off.
We may have killed him.
Yeah, no shit!
You disintegrated him.
Ever so slightly.
Slightly?
Yeah.
He's a puzzle!
Yes, like I said, ever so slightly.
Diction gets multiple lives, Feather gets fucking 0. That's...
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't give everybody necromancy, otherwise you'd all be predicting it right about now. But anyway, with that said, the team took Crescendo into the local tavern, and after a little bit of, I'll say, sitting back and things, you all get yourselves down for a nice, long rest. And I can all tell you right now, you've all got your long rest if you haven't done that now.
Oh my god.
So everyone, you have your long rest, get your stats up, sort out your spells if you can do that. In this case, Goldie, who can't use them right now. But
when you spend 4 sessions below 25 hit points, you kind of need a long rest.
You kinda do. But
Let's fight a dragon while on 1 HP. Let's see how long we'll last.
by the way, I would actually like to just put one thing into perspective on this end.
Yeah?
Trip.
What is that?
Trip. You're still sleeping.
Yeah.
You're still sleeping on the outside, yes?
Yeah, I slept on the outside.
Okay. Then in which case, I need you to do something for me, please.
Oh dear.
I need you to make a wisdom check for me. A straight wisdom.
Let me check my wisdom modifier real quick.
Yep.
That's a good roll. That's a natural 20.
Oh,
Shit.
Trip.
Okay, I guess we're starting off big then. Alright.
The rest of us is gonna do terrible.
Trip. As you are resting underneath the nearby tree outside of Helix, the water gently flowing by the side of you, and almost in a sort of melancholic, calm, I think is a better word. Your mind suddenly thinks back. For a while, you're not sure what exactly is coming through, but because you got the natural 20, you're able to pick it up almost the moment the image starts to fade. You recognize the figure's shape before you. standing right before you at about 20 feet tall, wearing a strong-looking suit of armor. You recognize this figure as your local deity that you have worshipped. Give me 1 second. I need to properly get my notes up. Sorry.
I'll give you.
Please excuse me. I have got notes here. I just have to verify one tiny factor.
I mean, this guy's gonna curse him. That'd be nice.
I put a curse on you. I put a curse.
Trip hasn't done anything to warrant them.
Exactly. He hasn't done anything.
But her god is neutral.
Yes. And you've been in a tree for so long. Well,
just continue.
Thank you. Yes, you recognize the figure. I just had to verify my facts to know exactly I got this correct. Please excuse me. Yeah, you do recognize the figure as. I hope I don't butcher the name, and I apologize again. Hephaestus.
Hephaestus.
Okay, then.
Yep.
Oh.
I tell you what.
Should I react? Or I'm just waiting for you to say I can react now.
Yeah, you can react. The figure looks. At this point, you recognize it. You hold out your hand in the process, and if you want to say anything to get her attention, you can do.
Her attention?
Him, her, it. I don't know. Fuck anime.
Hephaestus is a dude.
Don't the weeaboo's angry.
I'll do whatever I want. You mad, bro?
Oh, okay. She gaps and says, my lord? She just looks, she must be confused.
The figure smiles at you for a moment. He leans down and pretty much stares you in the face for just a moment.
She stares back, but is still a bit confused, but doesn't seem scared. She's like, what's going on here?
Relax, my child. I bear you no ill in this time. I only originally came by to see how you were doing. And it appears that you have done a great justice since I sent you onto your travels.
She says, thank you, my lord. I'm trying my best whenever I could.
Well, your best is making me proud to have chosen you to be the bearer of my power. But tell me, you seem troubled from today's actions. I am assuming it is the loss of the soul that you chose to travel with.
Yes, I feel like I should have done more. And, well, I wasn't sure if I was doing the right thing. I had no guidance, so I was a bit lost for a moment.
For a moment, he just nods his head for just a moment. And then slowly bends down a bit more. And you then see Hephaestus begin to shrink and is almost to the equivalent of your level, maybe just slightly taller. He places his hand on your shoulder, Trip, and gives you this warm smile. Do not fret. You are only doing the job that I have sent you out to do. Not everything will go as perfection requires. You gain the powers of my tools, my craft, my blessings. I understand if you feel that you had not done your job to protect with those powers. But need I say, it may have been just worse, or it may have been just better. Just know that your deeds have done a lot more good So be proud, my child.
Trip blinks for a moment, then smiles. Thank you, my lords. This is a great honor.
The pleasure is mine, my young follower. Now tell me, what do you wish to do at this time? Will you continue to cry for your fallen friend? Will you honor his memory or stand proud? What you choose to do, you know you have my blessings, my child. Just know that as long as you wield that power of craft that I have given you, for the blessings of you and those you cherish, know that I will walk with you on the path that you choose.
Trip, she just smiles and just feels honored. She's kind of speechless at the moment.
Then you watch Trip. Then you watch his hand reach over and is going just above your head. Do you react?
No, she just looks at him. She trusts him, after all.
Okay, just had to verify. You then watch as the hand then places, for the first time in some time, you feel the hand press on the top of your head. Being a furbolg at your size, it's quite a interesting feeling to have that happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
But at that,
Pet.
yeah.
That.
Dad. No, don't do that. For a moment, he gently places the hand on the head. My child, this is a blessing I pass to you for your deeds, and may this helpful towards the days to come. And you feel your body begin to radiate a gentle sense of light within you, an energy that feels almost warm. But then you feel a tiny bit of warmth from it as well. Almost like a little fire that is just keeping you warm on a cold night. The hand then moves away, and he gives you a nod. And then you watch as his body then flies up back towards the sky. My child, continue the path of the craft, and know that you have what it takes. Do my blessings, do my righteous, and know that you are worthy. And he vanishes from sight.
This touch should sound like Bob Ross.
Oh yeah, don't forget to paint a little tree. I want you to paint it with the blood from the next victim you find.
Oh, jeez, no.
Make all the happy trees.
No.
So basically, what just happened to Trip is the exact opposite of what happened to Goldie.
Yes, in fact, well, as you say that, Trip, roll a percentage dice.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
We're gonna decide your blessing.
Oh wow!
It is the exact opposite.
Yeah.
So I get fucking cursed. Fucking Trip gets fucking blessed. Okay.
We'll get to you.
Do nice things,
We'll get
Goldie.
to you.
Ready?
All right.
Ready?
Go ahead,
Actions
Carl.
on reaction.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. A 4. Okay. So it's not the best one, but for the next 48 hours, aka 2 days in the game, any ability checks or saving throws you make have a +5 to them.
To know, I'm gonna have to make a note of that.
Yes.
Christ!
So a +5 for the next 2 days in this world. But after those 2 days, you're back to normal on that.
Oh,
So
cool.
theoretically, whenever you try to trip, you'll actually have a +3 in succeeding.
Basically, yes.
Wait, Magnus, quick question. Do you have a god?
Me? No.
Ah, damn it! Because you could have got blessings.
Well,
No, I don't.
actually,
Does that help?
Goldie.
Unless you come to...
Oh no.
We're gonna come back to you for just a second.
Oh.
Goldie!
I suffered enough!
Another curse.
Hold on, let's get to this. So, Goldie, as you're asleep, so just a question I just have to ask you. Are you having Crescendo stay in the same room as you or not?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay,
Sure.
alright, that's fine.
Okay.
So,
I got 3 curses already.
I put a curse on you, I put a curse on you. Anyone who's seen Mock the Week will know that line. Oh, I went by this old hag, he was sitting by in a building site. As I walked by, she just didn't say hello. She said, I put a curse on you, I put a curse on you. Don't ask. It's one of it's one of those you'd have to look at.
We're gonna reference Hocus Pocus.
Hocus pocus.
Okay, so
yeah, sorry. So, Goldie,
Yeah.
as you are just drifting off, you also have a similar image. I need you to make a wisdom check for me, please. And see if you can recognize anything in this scenario.
Give me a minute.
No worries.
Wisdom. So. So
Just
1D.
So, yeah, 1d20.
I want.
Yeah, 1d20
1D.
plus your wisdom modifier, which is +4.
Yeah. So I was just reading it out. Sorry.
No, it's perfectly fine.
Okay. So +4. Please tell me get it right.
Ooh,
Oh!
21! All right. So as you are drifting off, and after about an hour into the sleep, you toss and turn a little bit as you find yourself in a sense of darkness for a while. For some reason, it looks similar to the style of coloring when you unleash the curses from your healing at the minute. There, you hear laughter. You hear angry remarks, almost like they're attacking you. Because you rolled so high on the wisdom, none of this is phasing you whatsoever. You're just standing there. How do you choose to react?
I think Goldie would be confused at first before just basically just like yelling like what's going on here? Like angrily.
Alright. As you respond with that, the voices get louder and louder. Almost like they're trying to cover over your voice. And it's there that one remark strikes you as odd. You hear 3 remarks. You hear one straight ahead of you. You hear one to the left of you. And you hear one to the right of you. And as you look in those directions, all the other figures have gone, and there are 3 cloaked figures. No signs of hands, feet, clothing, facial, whatsoever. And all 3 of them...
What remarks are they saying?
I'll get to that. So, the one straight ahead of you well, they're all kind of on the... They're not fully there, but the only words you hear... From the first one straight ahead of you, you hear... failure. From the one to the left, you hear... selfish. And to the one to the right... lonely. How do you respond to these 3?
I'm gonna roll an intimidation.
You're gonna try to scare the voices.
Yeah.
Alright, how are you gonna scare them exactly?
She's just gonna like say like I'm not a failure, and I definitely am not lonely.
Okay.
Like.
Oh.
And then she just like glares at them.
Alright, so because of how they are, they're all spaced quite a bit apart, so which one are you gonna glare at first?
The one in the middle,
Okay.
like straight ahead.
Okay, the one straight ahead of you. Okay.
Yeah.
Make an intimidation check.
That's just my thing, intimidation, isn't it? it's like Trip Shield is like the good cop and bad cop.
You just called
No.
Trip also the bad cop.
Yeah.
No, I said good cop. I said good cop.
Oh.
And I said I'm bad cop.
All right.
Mhm.
Oh.
And I got 5.
5. Oh. The figure just.
Okay, so
The figure there. Just,
okay, I guess saying I would just be nervous.
Yeah. So they, as you're trying to say this, you actually say the words "I am," and you find that your voice suddenly trembles, and all 3 figures begin to walk towards you, and they all continue to say the same words. You're just constantly hearing the words failure, lonely, selfish, failure, lonely, selfish,
Attack!
failure, lonely. And they actually stand right in front of you. And as they
Do an go ahead.
No, what are you gonna do? Sorry, I'll let you do your moment.
Once I get close, I decide to use like unarmed strike, so eventually punch them.
Okay, you're gonna make a strike. Which one?
Again, one in the middle.
All right, make an attack. D20 plus your strength. Or yeah, D20 plus strength.
This is funny.
In
Well,
fact,
yeah.
actually, while you do this, in fact, I apologize for Heidi on this, but I am not using her dice after that abomination of a session last time.
What?
Oh,
It's so low rolls.
6. You said it. You said it. He got the nat 20, so the rest of you are getting bad.
Yeah, that's being bad.
Well, that's good enough to know because he actually just beat it. No offense, Heidi. No offense. They're having a week off. They're having a session off. Maybe they will get lucky that time. All right. So, as you make the strike, you launch with the claw, and he just raises the hand up and blocks it. And as you strike, the cloak pulls back, and you see a dragonborn. A gold dragonborn with blue eyes, dark blonde hair, probably about 5'10", and looks strangely familiar. And then the 2 to the side pull back theirs, and they're the exact same. You are literally looking at yourself. All 3 of them then look at you, and in complete unison, they all say the same words again. And as they do, they lean in closer and closer towards you. You can feel almost the equivalent of their breath breathing down on you, almost like that feeling, like a chill down the spine of your neck. And just as you watch as their nostrils begin to flare up, you then hear a voice from behind you. That's enough! And a light pierces through and strikes each of the 3 spirits. And there, you watch as some of the coloration around you fades away, and a bright light is filling up. And in fact, you recognize this as the same type of surroundings when you encountered Hestia. There, right in front of you, in the exact same chair as before, with the 2 winged angels by the side, Hestia, your deity. He just looks at you for a moment.
Goldie was like trembling, like she was like nearly like Lily broke down into tears.
All right, okay. Goldie, sorry. Hestia looks at you for a moment with a gentle smile on his face. Goldie, do you understand what you have just gone through exactly?
I mean, with Feather?
With everything. Especially with this. Do you understand what exactly has happened with you right now?
I guess, maybe a little bit. I guess I'm still a little bit shaken up after everything that just happened just now.
Understandable. I mean, you did just encounter not only somebody from your life, but a villain from your life too. And you were thrown right into that fray. In fairness.
I killed Feather, even though he was evil, and after all the things he's done is unforgivable. I killed basically one of my own kind, just like he did.
And that makes you feel that you are the same as him? Is that what I'm understanding from you, my child?
To be a cleric, I'm supposed to help people, but I keep messing up. I keep getting everyone into more trouble because I'm so selfish. I'm just like him.
At that point, you sense... Are you looking at him? Is your head lowered at the minute? Sorry, I just need to verify the head position.
I'm looking at him.
You're looking straight at him. Alright. So as you look up at him, he actually then gives a nod. And then a smile. It appears that this actually has done you some good in the end after all.
Trauma.
Wait, what was that, sorry?
Oh, so like mental trauma?
No. You see, my child, I wish to have taught you the fundaments on being helpful. You learned that despite the situation, despite knowing about everything from this point, you chose to defend someone you cherished, and you took down somebody who took something away from you. Where that some people may look and feel that is the same, but no, you did the exact opposite. He was craving power and was willing to destroy his own kind. You threw yourself to help your own kind with your power. There is a difference between killing somebody for justice, killing somebody for pleasure, and killing somebody for revenge. You seem to have understood the credentials of justice. And for that, I generally want to say I am proud of you, my child. You have understood that you were selfish, and despite that, you did the right thing by saying, it's time to make a stand. You honestly have warmed my heart.
Yeah. Thank you. But now, I don't know what to do now. I mean, Feather's gone, but my family are not, like, it doesn't bring my family back. My home's gone. I don't know, and then plus with everything with the black pen, I don't know what to do anymore.
I see. So you appear to be lost right now, feeling that your cause is gone.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
Where do I go from this?
that is an interesting question. But I suppose the best question you need to ask yourself is, what do you feel you need to do? Is it better that you seek out a new path? Do you stick with where you are? I can only choose to guide you with my blessings, my powers, my wisdom, and my rules. I do not control your thoughts and your feelings. Only you have that path to choose. The fact that you chose to defend not just your own kind, but the group that you chose to travel yourself with for a while, that shows you at least have a mentality towards them. The end of the day comes down to your words and choices. All I can say is you at least have understood the humility in this situation. And for that... And you watch as his giant hand comes...
Hello?
Oh. Hello? Wait, guys, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, sorry. I heard
Affirmative.
I heard Cot say hello and I got worried. Alright. So... Goldie, you watch as his giant hand... What do you mean,
I think his Discord crept out on him.
Yeah, it could be on his end.
And there goes Moonraven too. That was weird. Anyway, let's continue this.
Yeah. Alright. So, Goldie, the hand reaches over you and with...
Hello?
Hello, Cop. You alright, dude?
I think their Discords are crapping out. Both of them, too. The fact they're from the same region tells me it's regional. The rest of you can hear us, right?
Yeah, I still here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
it's
can
just
still
that.
hear you guys.
Hello. Goodbye. If they can listen to the stream, they'll be fine.
Right. Right.
Let's go.
Alright, sorry. So, Goldie, the hand waves over you like it's almost the equivalent of a... Wait, go to the JCG one that's working. Wait, we have to move to another call?
I have this set to U.S. East Coast. Give me a second. Let me change this to Europe.
Right, see if that somehow does it. We'll try in a second. We'll finish up Goldie's segment and we'll see what we can fix up. So, the hand waves over you, Goldie, and you actually feel...
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I changed it to Europe, so hopefully... that worked.
Wee!
So, apparently I need to change regions for the Discord.
I can.
Right.
So,
All okay now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
yep, changing regions worked. Huzzah!
Yay!
Alright. So, Goldie, the hand waves over you and you feel nothing at first, but then you feel a gush of wind blow right from underneath you, almost like a heavy storm that blows against you. You feel yourself almost like you're being pushed back, but you're still firmly in place. You look at your clothes and you look at your hair and you feel that this wind is blowing at you at an incredible force, but nothing's happening. And you then look and you feel something different about you. He then leans down at you. And with a gentle nod, Hestia then goes, "My child, for your selfless act on getting yourself this lesson, I hereby remove the curses that have been placed upon you by my judgment."
thank God.
But I need to give you this fair warning. Do not lose yourself from this path. You are making the right choices by learning to think when is it better for yourself and when for those you cherish. Just know that I will be watching, and I pray that we do not have to do this again. Do you understand, Golden Heart?
And I think I know what I need to do. I think I need to go. I think I need to keep trying to do the right thing. And that means staying by my friend's side.
Those were the words I waited to hear. I am proud of you, my child. Just promise that we do not have to do this again.
Hope as well.
Now then, I believe the night is young for yourself. I shall send you back to the dreamscape so that you may rest. And
Time, hopefully, without seeing multiple me's.
those were beings that you created within yourself. I just merely stepped in to save you from choosing the wrong path down there. I'm glad you listened. I'm glad you learned. And I'm glad that you have a heart, after all.
Aww.
And with that, you watch as the light fades away, and with one last gentle, warm smile on Hestia, the light fades out, and you're now back asleep. So everyone now, you have your full long rests, and we're going to move straight on to the morning.
Whee!
Finally. So, Goldie, your curses are now fully lifted.
Oh, thank God! I'm not useless.
All three of them, to be specific, meaning she has her spells back, the healing curse is now gone, and she can speak.
If she still has any potions, are they still cursed or do they revert?
You don't know that.
Any potions? I don't have any potions.
Yeah, that doesn't need to be tested.
I mean, you could try if you want, but that's up to you.
No.
All right, so the morning happens. So, is anyone wanting to do anything in the morning besides the usual thing? I just need to verify this because there's a bit we need to get through.
I'm good.
Okay, Chopper's good. Zelion?
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Okay. Let's see. What's on this? Trilly?
Given that she was drinking very heavily the evening before, I think Trilly would like to speak with Animal, tell the mice in the room to kindly keep them scampering down.
All right, that's fair enough. All right, Liam?
No, he's fine.
Okay. Trip, what about you? Are you staying out there for a little longer?
No, she's going to reconvene to the inn.
Okay. So I'll say based on what happens, I'll say about half an hour later, Trip makes her way back to join the rest of you. But Trip, as you make your way to the gate.
Oh.
Sorry, as you make your way to the gate, make a perception check for me, please. Yeah, he said the name of the show.
Before we forget, does my blessing apply to this?
Yes. It is a skill check. Any skill check is anything that is involved on that list. So whether it's Arcana, Athletics, Perception, Deception, you name it. Oh, 11. Okay. Wow, that +5 actually gave you just about enough.
Wow.
Yeah, because you need at least 10 there. So, Trip, as you make your way to the gate, you hear very faintly on the northern entrance up here, just approaching the bridge area, you suddenly hear the sound of hooves. And quite a few of them.
I stop in my tracks and look towards the bridge.
Okay. You make your... So, are you just staying where you are and looking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you stand there, the hoofprints get closer. And it sounds like there's 2 horses, then 4, and then all of a sudden you hear the sound of 5 different horses coming towards you. And there you see, on 3 of the horses, there are 3 solar guards, and in a beautiful drawn carriage being pulled by 2 brown horses, the familiar sight of Titanus Ron.
Takes her a moment. It's gonna take her a moment to think, to remember this.
Right.
Like,
okay, history check.
I mean, she didn't really met them in person as much.
Yeah,
remember?
I know. Sorry, that's why I figured you'd at least recognize that there was maybe. I'll say at least if you could piece it together. So
history.
+5 to this too.
Yeah, I'm checking where my history is. That's all. history. There it is. +1, +5.
19.
19.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
at least recognize from the voice when you hear from the carriage. You at least can piece the voice is very familiar. And with that, figures all stop as they get closer, and the one who is leading the carriage looks down at you and goes, "Please move out of the way. The Lord Titanus Ron wishes to enter the city."
Trip blinks and go like, "Oh, Titanus, yes, you're supposed to come here to help us. Yeah, sure." She just moves out of the way.
All right.
She's being really awkward again.
Okay, give me a second. You know what? I'm actually going to use Heidi's dice for this one now. There we go. That's better. It needed a rest. So as the carriage goes by, Titanus sort of stirs a little from a gentle sleep, looks out and goes, "Wait, stop the carriage!" And at that point, the carriage stops and the guards stop too. Titanus looks out the window, looks over at you for just a moment, Trip. He glances over your entire body for a moment, then smiles and goes, "Oh, wait. Trip shield, right?"
Trip nods towards him. Yes, my lord?
Ah, thank goodness. Oh, I'm surprised my memory reminded me of that one. Trip, it's so good to see you. What are you doing on the outside of Helix, and where is everybody else?
I just felt like sleeping outside in nature, so that's why I'm outside, and, well, the rest is, at the inn. The player forgot the name of the inn.
It's alright, it's alright. He just sort of nods a bit and goes, just to say he at least knows it, he goes, "Alright, well, I need to head toward, tell me, have you seen, Lorna anywhere? Has she come into the city yet?"
Trip recollects for a moment and then shakes her head. Not yet, as far as I know.
Very well. I suppose I got here before she did then.
Wait. Wait, my lord. Can I tell you something in private, real quick?
The guards look at you for a moment when you say the word private, and Titan. By the way, Heidi's asking who's breathing. Who's breathing heavily in the microphone?
Not me.
Me.
Alright. No, Chopper's on the mute end, so it's maybe on Chopper's end? I don't know. We'll have a look on that. Sorry, I was just hearing it and Heidi was mentioning it in the chat.
It's not me, I was muted, so.
Alright, we'll see if it pops up again in a sec. Alright. Titanus just looks and goes, "It's alright." And he sort of gets out the carriage and sort of walks up to you, Trip. What is it?
Trip leans in gently and then whispers, "I am currently carrying the Fire Dragon Shard."
You've acquired the Red Dragon Shard?
Trip nods.
Oh, that is excellent news! The guards at this point just look over, kind of him sort of being happy, and he looks at you and goes, Trip, that is fantastic news. We managed to get another shard. Where is the shard, if you mind my asking?
Trip holds up her smaller compound shield and points to it. It's hidden here.
Oh, that's quite clever. You're quite the blacksmith.
Well, I thank Hephaestus for his blessing to make me make such shields and such.
Well, glad to know that Hephaestus has truly blessed a wonderful ally to our cause. Anyway, I shall go into the city and such. Could you gather the others and tell them to meet me either in the center square or by the beacon?
She nods.
Very well. All right. Come, guards. We shall check on the beacon first, and then meet up with the others later. Trip, be sure that they are not too long. I understand there's been some situations, so we shall meet as soon as we can.
All right. May Hephaestus bless your day.
And to you as well. And with that, Titanus hops back into the carriage, and the 5 of them all disappear off into the center, past the giant gates, and through the center square. Everyone else who's in the tavern right now, can I get
Hello.
Yeah, can I get any of you to make a perception check? Either one of you can roll with advantage, or you can all roll separately. Except Trilly, who's disadvantaged because she's still partially asleep.
I'll roll.
Yeah, I'll roll as well.
Oh wait,
Me too.
sleep.
Yeah, well, Trilly is still partially drunk. Goldie, I'll say, is just about up. So I'll say if you want to make a perception check, you can do as well, Goldie.
And Magnus with his orc liver. Well, I noticed something.
So we got a 16, a 13, a 17. Okay. No! Oh, wait, Heidi's rolling as well. Oh, Heidi's rolled in the chat there. She rolled 11. Alright, shame for that disadvantage. That's not to the 10 there. Okay. Goldie, are you doing a roll as well, or are you staying out?
Oh, but I'll roll just for the kick of it. But if it's any higher,
Yeah.
then I'll stay. I'll still stay out
So
of
12
it.
plus perception buff. So Heidi's got a 12. Yeah, Heidi's playing along in the chat. Natural 20!
Holy crud.
Apparently, that sleepers what she needs. So, Goldie, in a clearly good mood, wakes up almost refreshed, almost American Dad style, kind of like leaping out of bed going, "Good morning." No, not like that. But kind of straight with energy. And as she does so, you hear the sound of the hoof prints coming from outside. You're the first to hear this, followed by Magnus and Liam at about the same time. And Zelion, you catch a little wind of it, but Trilly, you're still groggy and you're still just about waking up. So...
I don't want to hear it.
Okay, fair enough. Ursula manages to just about hear it as well, I'd say, because she got the 12. So, Goldie being the first to react, I will say, Goldie, what do you wish to do? What do you wish to do?
Soon as Goldie... wait, is Crescendo... You mentioned Crescendo was in the room.
Crescendo's in the room. Let me see if he's at least still... you know what? Let me see. Yeah, he's awake. He jets up awake just as you jetted up awake, but he's kind of like, huh? What the... Huh? He's kind of alarmed just by that one, so he is awake right now. A little shaken from that one, but he's awake.
Like... I can't pronounce the name. Sorry, Crescendo. Crescendo, you're okay. Goldie then leaps to hugs him.
Yeah. Oh, so you speak this?
Yeah.
Alright, so Crescendo for a moment, he just sort of blinks for a little bit and goes, good morning to you, Wait, you called me... Goldie, your voice! Yes, I can hear you.
Oh. Some freaky dream. my god actually cured me of my 3 curses.
Wait, 3 curses?
Yep. Yeah.
Wait, I knew you couldn't speak, and there was some problem with your healing, I think.
Yeah, and the other one is no magic.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter now. It's all
By
gone.
the way, at that point, Magnus, you hear the sound. You hear the sound coming from Goldie's room, and you're not sure exactly what that is. I'll say because you are the highest, you can react to that if you hear Goldie or not.
Yeah, I'll hear Goldie. Oh.
All right. So you hear the noise. You come out, and you hear the noise coming from Goldie's room.
Oh God, she can talk. It's gonna be the golem all over again. Great. I need something to eat. Oh my God, this high a hangover.
Okay, so after that one, I'll say the rest of you can react accordingly, whether you go straight for breakfast or whatever you all wish to do. I'll say we'll go in order based on who's got the one there. So, Liam, you are next. What are you doing this morning?
Yeah, it's breakfast time, so let's fucking go to...
Go get breakfast!
Alright, well,
Okay,
Daddy has to have breakfast.
fair enough. Zelion?
I'm just gonna go to breakfast too.
Fair enough. Do I assume that for Aeon and for Heidi, that both your characters are doing breakfast as well? I'm saying that to Heidi, who's probably listening in the chat. Alright, so Aeon, okay, Heidi says sure. Aeon, since you got the 10, your choice how you want to react.
Trilly's gonna attempt to put a spare pillow over her freaking head. And then when that doesn't work, get up.
Alright, fair enough. I'll say with all this, Goldie, yeah, oh yes, Chris. Yes, I am listening, Chris. The Invisible Man. Nani? The Invisible Man is here. God damn, he's rolling everything else. I blame Miley Cyrus for this.
Meh.
Anyway,
Okay.
alright, so Goldie, do I assume that you're just are you going straight down for breakfast too? Or are you spending some time with Crescendo for a bit?
Yeah, I'm first gonna ask him. Wait, did you hear any like horses getting closer?
As a matter of fact, yes, I do. At this point, by the way, everyone who's had the breakfast, except for Trilly, who's just coming down now, you all now hear the sound of the hoofs. And
Can Godie look out the window?
yeah, you can do that. Because I can actually say, based on the layout, because I paid attention where everyone was staying this time, Goldie is in one of the rooms facing the street. So yeah, Goldie, you look out the window, and there you see the sight of the 3 guards, the solar guards that you remembered, and you see the bright carriage being pulled by the 2 brown horses. And because I'll say you got the nat 20, I'll say that you recognize the figure in the car as Titanus Ron. So it's up to you what you wish to do with that information.
He's probably has happened. We need to go. We need to go meet him. Godie then rushes downstairs, and when she gets to the hole, she quickly yells, "Titanus is here!" before rushing out the door.
So at that point, all of you have now just watched as Goldie has just stood there, yelled, and then ran off.
Oh, man, I can talk now.
It's about damn time our backup has arrived.
Yeah. Well, what?
Can someone put a muzzle on the Dragonborn, please? Because so she doesn't say something
At
stupid.
that point, Crescendo comes down the stairs as you say that. Which one?
Not you. You're cool. The other one.
Oh. But... Alright, so I'll say in this scenario, because of all this, I'll say if you guys want to rush breakfast, you can do if you want to or not.
I'm just going outside.
Well, I'm going to complete my breakfast.
Alright, so Liam's complete...
I'm gonna quickly finish mine and then follow Magnus.
Alright. Aeon?
Trinny's just gonna lay her head on the pool tabletop and say, breakfast, my scorpion, a glass of water for me, and a crossbow to shoot myself if I do it again.
Oh, can we get Fs for Aeon?
Really? Wait, was that a Dragon Ball Z abridged quote?
I think so.
Like minus the gun?
I think so. Thank you, chat.
Glass to eggs?
And
a goddamn gun to shoot myself.
I'm sure this was all done, but don't worry. We'll sort that out later. The orgy has started.
That whole series was gold.
Yeah. Speaking of gold, let's go back to Goldie. Good segue.
Good transition.
Nice segue. Wait, segues, they're not here. Alright, so Goldie, you rush out the door, and you manage to bump just there, but I'll say because of how fast you're running outside, I need you to make a dexterity check for me, please. To see if you can avoid being in the... Actually, no, saving throw, not check. Saving throw for me, please. To see if you can avoid crashing into the horses.
Please, I kind of want to do that. That'd be so funny. I don't.
You want to pull a trip?
Yeah. Oh, I've no. Okay. Will I get 20? Will I get 20?
It
Probably
can
not.
happen. Oh,
wow,
17. Okay, that's not bad. You managed to stop yourself just in time before you're in the way of the carriage. So you just saved yourself from some damage there. But as the figure goes by, Titana sort of looks out the window for a brief moment and goes, "Stop the car! Stop the car!" And apparently it's got motorized, apparently. Sorry. So Titanus just looks out the window at you for a brief moment, Goldie. He blinks a little and goes, "Goldie!" Last I heard, you disappeared off. It's good to see you again.
And it's good to see you. I'm just glad you got the message.
Yeah. I will say, though, you could have picked a... I know you couldn't help it, but you could have picked a better time. I was literally just getting a bath.
Oh, jeez.
I almost slipped in that bathtub. I thought there was a ghost speaking to me for just a moment.
About that.
Oh, no, do not apologize. Wait, was that an apology? Goldie, you really have matured, haven't you? Please excuse me. It has been some time. I'm trying to wake myself up. But are the others all awake?
Even right now.
In fact, at that point, Magnus, you peek over your head and you can see Goldie talking with Titanus.
Okay, good. I'm walking over.
All right. So you just walk over. Magnus.
Bet you're surprised to see me alive. Reaches. He says jokingly.
Well, concerning how tough I know you are, I assumed that you would be alive, but honestly, I'm honestly happy to see that you are still around. How's everybody else?
Sorry to report Mugbeard didn't make it.
He what?
He gave his life defending his friends in the last battle we had.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
It is.
Where is he?
I do not know, honestly. One of us was preparing him for burial, but we plan on bringing him up north to his home monastery for a proper burial. I was wondering if you could help out with that.
Oh, of course. I'll arrange a few things to pass in that direction. Anyway, are the rest of the team okay?
They're all around, yeah. Even picked up a new guy.
I peek my head out the door.
Oh, Zelion, wait. But Zelion has been around for a while.
Not her. Not him. We picked up. We picked up an artificer.
An art. Are you referring to Mr. Rosk?
You know him.
Know him? He's one of the best craftsmen that's ever graced the land of Monu.
Yeah, it's him.
So,
Where is Mr. Liam?
Last time I checked, I think he was eating his breakfast.
So, Liam, you said that you were just finishing up, yeah?
Yeah, or ordering some more food.
It's up to you, dude.
It's Mugbear 2.0, I swear to God.
yeah.
No, instead of drinking, it's eating.
Yeah, I'll just order some more bread and some meat.
Alright, fair enough. Cost you another silver for that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Titanus just looks at you for a brief moment, Zelion, and goes, "Good to see you're still around, Zelion."
Yeah. Where else would I be?
That's a valid question. Tell me, I presumed that Lorna has not shown up yet.
Considering the...
Oh, sorry, Del.
Sorry.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I interrupted you. It's my fault.
It's alright, go ahead,
Yeah.
Del.
Yeah, we haven't seen her recently. She should be on her way here right now.
It appears that I got here first. From what I've gathered from Goldie, she sent the message off that apparently I assume, Goldie, you messaged Lorna as well. Oh.
Well, I hope you don't mind being slightly paranoid by it.
No, not at all, not at all. I mean, I'll admit it was a surprise, to say the least. But I'll call that a blessing in disguise in all of this.
Believe us, it was a shock to even us when we discovered who we found in that mine was.
I can imagine the trouble there. I heard a little bit. By the way, at this point, Trip, you've just caught up. So all of you now look and you see that Trip Shield has now approached the gang at this point.
Where have you been?
Outside?
After you were outside.
Oh yeah, I forgot, Alpha. I forgot. Goldie can talk now. Again, I should say.
Oh, okay, that's good. She smiles.
In fact, sorry, 1 second. Trip, as you look over at Goldie, you actually see a weird sight to her. You see a faint glow around Goldie, but only to your eyes. Just pointing that out there. You can do with that information what you wish.
Wait, she blinks. Goldie? Why are you glowing?
In fact, at this point, Goldie, you look over at Trip, and you see a bright gold glow around Trip's body. And to the rest of you, you see nothing.
What are you talking about, Trip?
Okay, but Trip, you're glowing as bright as the sun.
You too, Goldie?
What, you can't see?
What?
The Trip is literally glowing golden.
She looks at her hands and she's like,
You look at yourself, Trip, and you can see the glow, and it actually is slightly brighter than what you see on Goldie.
Oh. I guess so.
So I'd actually like to spring this up on Goldie as a nice reward for that moment with there. For the next 3 days, any ability check for you gets a extra +1. It is small, but that's only because we've just fixed the situation. So that's basically why. So it's kind of a reward for getting through the situation.
Yeah, I got my powers back. Well, it seems like where have you been, Trip? You seem to have gotten a new glow to you.
Trip just blinks. Well, I talked with my god and he blessed me.
My god managed to cure me of my 3 curses.
What is it with you guys and talking to your gods? I swear to
By the
God.
way, at that point, a random person goes, "Well, I talk to my god every day. He's a rat."
That guy needs help.
Not one
A
of the
lot
sewer
of
rats,
it.
right?
Nah, I talked to the guy. He's called the Rat King.
Never forget
Okay,
it.
I stand corrected. He needs to sober up.
I don't need to
Okay.
sober up. I need to guzzle down. Give me something.
Who even is that guy?
I'm just looking at. Can I just look at one of the solar guys and go, just point my head to the side, like, go?
Make a persuasion check.
Wait, aren't I in Well, didn't he give me command of some of his soldiers a while, like most of
You
his
do,
soldiers a
but I
while
can
back?
tell you these ones are not the ones you have command over. These are his personal solar guards.
Fair enough. So you said persuasion?
Yes.
0.
Hey. God damn it! Natural 20.
It's so dumb on some of the stupid shit I want to do. I get nat 20s on some of the what the hell?
So at that point, the guard looks at you and goes, "I understand, Titanus." And Titanus just sort of nods and goes, "Just move him out of the way, just so there's no trouble." And with that, the guard gets up, and in fact, he sort of leans over and goes, "Come on, let's go. Let's get you out the way. We're going off to see the Rat King." Yes, you can go talk to him all you want. Hey! and then all you just hear is just this, a very faint sort of scream down, and the guard then comes out, and he goes, "I've just moved him out of the way as requested."
Thank you.
Go inside the tavern when it's a bit quieter.
Maybe a good idea. Anyway, since Lorna's not here yet, I suppose it's best if I have a word with all of you. Could you all accompany to the beacon, if possible?
Agreed. Although we should post sentries at both gates for the time being. I would also recommend you talk to that one of your head guard. Talk to Bash. He's in charge of while Lana is gone at the moment.
Oh, right. That reminds. Wasn't that the figure that Marco wanted everyone to come see?
It was. We also,
Yep.
when we came back here, we found him. We found him basically impaled on a spike.
I'd prefer it if you didn't talk about that. And behind you, you see
What?
Bash coming towards you in not as much heavily armored as usual, but he comes as sort of almost casually dressed with the odd arm plates to his arms, and he walks towards you.
Oh, speak of the devil, and he shall come.
Not nice to call me a devil,
Yep.
but I appreciate the saying nonetheless.
A handsome devil that is.
Magnus,
Push,
quit
Magnus.
while you're ahead.
Can I just put?
Sorry.
Go on, Goldie.
Can I just like not punch, but more like just shove Magnus for that like awful pun?
Go ahead. Are you gonna take this willingly, Chopper?
Let's see what. Roll against my armor class.
All right, go ahead.
Did do a strength
Yes.
check?
Basically, you gotta roll a nat 20.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
that's-
wow. Heidi just came back to join the conversation, and the first word she heard was, "Speak of the devil." So when it's time to come back, Trilly is just groaning there. In fact, Trilly, if you wish to, you can lean out the window and yell if you want to.
No yelling. It hurt.
Okay.
Almost.
19?
Oh, wait,
That
wait.
was one off. I'll give you that credit. That was one off.
I'll
Oh, Wait.
Wait, the +1!
how do you-
The +1 to the
The
check!
+1! The
Oh,
+1
She
shit,
does!
that hits
Yeah, I
then.
forgot about that nearly. Thank you. Yes, a 20. So there's a gentle shove. So how hard are you pushing him?
kind of like, just like, kind of like just a short shove, but not enough for him to fall on
All
his
right.
face.
So the shove happens.
Yeah. Knock it off, please.
Worth it.
And you just see Titanus and Bash just sort of have this chuckle to them. Bash looks over all of you and goes, "Good morning, Hope Finders."
Morning.
Morning.
Since
Morning.
here,
So-
I have another person for everyone to meet.
Another one?
That reminds me, how was your night, Bash?
It's actually been rather pleasant. It was actually kind of nice to actually sleep in a bed for a change instead of on a pike.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just talking to Titanus about that. Side note, we had a battle last night and we killed a Black Pen member.
You what? You what? And then you see the guy who's drunk just comes around. You what?
Well,
He's
You
back.
what?
yeah, welcome.
Can I look at the same guy, he's like, you know what to do. Please.
No!
This
Red
time,
King!
this time, make sure
Red
you...
King commanded me!
I was gonna say knock him out this time, but that works
Just
too.
drags him off back down
Any-
the alley.
But yeah, Trippy who goes, you what? What?
Yeah, he got melted.
Yeah. Go.
I
Yeah.
killed him.
Tippy.
Goldie actually looks down at the ground a little bit guilty for that.
Oh, was
Wait.
it you, Goldie?
Yeah. It's a bit of an interesting story.
And at that point, Crescendo has now followed you all outside. It's just like, what's all the gathering that's going on here? And you watch as the guards look at Crescendo, and you see them sort of tense up with their spears pointing at him.
Whoa! He's cool.
And who? And
He's with us.
And who is this?
May I
Meet
present?
my
Next-
uncle.
That's what I was gonna say.
Your uncle Goldie?
Pleasure. Trip responds. Pleasure to meet you, Goldie's uncle.
Oh, my name's Crescendo. Please to is that one part of your team? And he's pointing at Trip.
Yeah. Last time I checked, I think she was outside the gates last night. Don't know why, but she was.
Yeah. How about we carry this conversation back to the beacon?
Agreed. So that drunk guy doesn't come back. If he goes into the beacon, I'm just gonna. I'm not responsible for my actions.
I once was told of a great mighty spirit they called.
Can I roll and just knock him out? Can I roll and knock him out on his ass, please?
Do you sure you want to do that?
Who's gonna believe him? He was just
look.
spouting about the Rat King.
If you want to do it, you can do.
Actually, can I roll a perception check to make sure there's no one else
Good
watching
idea.
us?
Make a perception check.
You call out me for being violent.
At least I remembered to make one this time. 14.
Okay. You see a couple of people who are curious, but I think they're more looking at the large group of people and the fancy carriage more than anything else. But you see like about maybe 4 or 5 people, sort of early morning wake-up call.
Not worth it.
I once told a tale who was the greatest king, and then and then he trips over and falls in a puddle.
Don't. I look at Bash. Don't you guys have, I don't know, a place you put drunkards that isn't the tavern?
We do, but well, I say we deal with one situation more than the other. Besides, the little fucker doesn't look like he's going anywhere.
Yeah. How about we go?
Fair enough. Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the beacon.
Let's go.
All right, so you're all heading. So are you all heading off to the beacon?
Before that,
Affirmative.
before that, Trip
wait,
gives
we
a silver piece to the drunk man.
Oh.
Oh wait, no,
right.
wait a minute. I need to go get a drunk halfling.
Okay, so Magnus is gonna go grab Trilly. Okay, so you make your way. So you make your way to his room, to her room. The door is still locked.
I thought Trilly was in the tavern.
No,
Yeah, Trilly did come downstairs.
my
mid-spot.
apologies. Sorry, I mixed up those wordings. So you come
Okay,
across
good.
Trilly, and Trilly is just there looking half dazed.
Yeah, we got summoned by Titanus. You're coming with me. I'm picking fuck. Trilly, her up. Fuck.
All right, Trilly, are you going willingly?
Trilly's not going to resist. I imagine Spokes is just going to follow behind while Magnus is carrying a halfling, currently pressing a cold water skin to her face.
All right, fair enough. So, in which case, all of you make your way to the beacon. Let's just move everybody around here. Oh, yes.
Well, I just see everyone walk away from the tavern.
Oh,
where
yes,
I'm
you
eating.
are. So Liam's just watched Trilly being picked up by Magnus.
Yeah.
Before I get Trip on Liam.
Oh. All right. Okay. So just to carry on before we quickly go on, Liam, what are you doing? You staying there with breakfast?
Look, I'm eating. I've not been told that we're leaving, so.
Fair enough. Magnus, do you just carry on?
I looked at him and was like, "You coming?"
What? You're looking at me now? I thought you just left.
Well, he literally just asked if I'm doing anything, so.
Okay, fine. I'll just take the bread I've got left and I'm off with him.
Ursula's just going to see and follow from Heidi. Okay. Alright, so everyone carries on there. Trip, do a favor for me.
It's time.
Yes. Make a dexterity check to see if you can get your way past the drunk man.
To be fair, you do roll plus. Wait.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, there's that plus 3 in
plus
action.
3 there, so 20, yeah. The drunk man calls at you, and he sort of throws a bottle, but you actually dodge out of the way, and you don't trip over this time.
I gave him a silver piece at least. So,
he takes the silver piece as he looked at you funny, kind of like, I don't need your oh, it's money.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Alright. So...
Wait, can I just ask a question to Cassandra?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh wait, didn't you say that you wanted to show me something?
That is right. There's actually...
Wait, you can talk?
Yeah, so Liam, this is the first time you've seen Goldie now speak.
Oh, then I'm going to disenchant the piece of rope.
Alright, yeah, so now the rope that's attached, so Goldie no longer has a speaking answer box.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay.
But yeah, you mentioned you were gonna show me something.
Indeed. There's actually a technique I want to try to teach you. It's actually an old, powerful secret technique, but it is very powerful. And I think what we'll do is, I'll let you.
I'm back.
Let you finish your conversation with Titanus, and when you've finished, I'll see if I can try to about teach you. Sound fair?
Powerful secret technique. I am so in.
All right. I'll wait around the market square for you when you've finished, okay?
Okay. And if you see if you see anyone called Lorna, tell her where we are.
Lorna. Got it. Okay. I'll see what I can do. And he sort of just gives you a hug, almost like that family-style hug, almost like he's just happy to have you there.
Try not to get in trouble again.
I think the trouble's more than past, so just go catch up with your friends and we'll try to talk later, okay?
Thank you.
No problem. So, I take it you're just on your way now? Alright, so I take it everyone is now at the beacon, yes?
Yes.
Affirmative.
So, you make your way to the giant castle-like structure known as the beacon, the head honcho's residential area, Lord Lorna to be specific. You make your way there, and through the gates that Bash opens up, you all make your way inside. As you do so, you watch as Titanus gets out of his cart, and with a sort of look to the guards, he just gives the old sort of, just make sure the perimeter is safe. Sir! And the 4 guards he had, the 3 that were on the horses and the 1 that was pulling the carriage, they all go off in different directions around and search the perimeter for a bit, leaving all of you with Titanus and Bash there. Titanus sort of dusts himself off a little bit and adjusts his cloak, and he sort of goes to all of you and goes, so, I understand there has been a situation with a Black Pen member. Is that correct? And he looks over at you, Ursula. Oh no, Ursula is there, sorry. I'm trying to get Ursula involved now. Ursula just sort of shyly nods, not really looking, and she sort of just looks over and goes, Magnus, you're better at this talk.
Which Black Pen member are you referring to?
I understand there was a figure called... I understand there was that Diction fellow.
What we learned is he clones himself. That's about all we know. Also the fact that he is obsessed with pleasing his master.
Bastard's still alive somewhere.
Yep.
We're keeping that information from the townsfolk at the moment. Just do not stir up panic.
Great, yes. Also another fact is that he said he uses necromancy. So the fact is he could be anywhere. The fact that he resurrected the townsfolk at all is strange to me. He could have easily not gone back on his... He could have easily not followed through.
Oh.
That is a situation. But you mentioned... But Goldie, you mentioned about another Black Pen member, the one named Feather. I understand he attacked you.
Well... He was trying to go after... what's his name again?
Oh?
You mean Crescendo?
Yeah, he was trying to go after Crescendo because he was absorbing the powers of the other Dragonborns or some crap like that. All we do know is he's definitely dead. He wasn't a necromancer, so 1 life only. He's definitely dead.
Say that. You never know. You never know what the Black Pen members are capable of.
That's very true, but they are also mortal. At least some of them are.
They're just incredibly hard to kill.
Yes, except for this guy. He was actually easier to kill than Diction was. The last 3 times.
I wouldn't put past Diction or even Quill to try and resurrect Feather.
I mean, Feather's a paste at this point.
Well, there are other ways to bring someone back from the dead, other than having a body.
And clone, Well, obviously, Diction has clone, so he could be anywhere at this point.
Even if Feather is dead, that still doesn't change the fact that the Black Pen members are all a massive threat.
Oh, they are absolutely a massive threat.
And they are still looking for the dragon shards.
Which we have 3 of.
Yes, I understand. Trip told me about the red one that you acquired, which means, if I remember correctly, that Zelion, you have 1, Magnus, you have another, and Trip has a 3rd.
That's 3 out of God knows how many. Oh, by the way, we forgot to mention, we were in the middle of the night at one point in Noir. We got in contact, and by we, I mean all of us who were there at the time, got brought into the shards and contacted with the other dragons. At least our minds did. I don't know about our physical bodies.
Mm.
That is interesting. So,
Oh, we just found out from Diction that the Black Pen members have the Black Dragon Shard.
what?
Yeah, the most powerful shard.
No, that's not good at all. That means they have the body of Diablos.
It'd be fantastic if you actually heard my entire speech, but that works too.
The other two shards are still out there.
Yeah.
Or three, I guess. Or three, I
I
guess.
was only,
Hold
I
on,
was
I
only
have-
informed of 6, so that means there should be 2 more.
So,
two more.
wait,
Yeah.
what do you mean by 2 more? We have 3.
But the Black Pen members apparently have one of them already. They have the black one.
That's fair.
So that means there are
Yeah,
2
I-
more.
Horum and Strongfell.
And now, I'm honestly surprised Trip was even able to convert Volcanus back into a shard. That took some strength. A lot of it.
Wait,
I just healed him because he was injured.
Oh.
Trip.
Okay then.
You healed a dragon?
Well, it was injured from the start. It looked in pain, and well, its master, well, Diction died back then. So I figured by healing it, it would feel better, and I would do good.
Well, it looked like it did the trick. Especially if you managed to acquire it to our side. That's phenomenal news. So I understand, based on what I got from the message, that Lorna is coming back and supposedly a plan is to be discussed.
You remember that plan you mentioned to us before we went out? How to unite the other kingdoms under a treaty of some sort?
Unity.
She has agreed to join the Unity.
That's phenomenal.
We'll at least discuss it with
Well,
you.
that's phenomenal. I appreciate that. Well, if anything, I at least know I have a deal to strike if it comes to it, because I think I can know a way, based on what I've seen a little bit, that I think I know a way I can possibly help to swing the deal, as it was. Offer some of my men to heal up Helix.
Be great, because I don't think Helix would like to be attacked again for the third time.
Understandable, concerning the first news I got was by scorpions, so having Black Pen members is definitely something different.
Scorpions, have you met our scorpion friend?
Oh, Jesus! Oh, so sorry, I don't know who this I don't know who this Jesus fellow is. I just randomly mentioned his name.
Hey, that's our buddy Sparks.
Wait.
He's cool.
You tamed? Wait. He looks over at you literally.
I raised my hand. Technically, I tamed it. Trilly, well, Matt became the master.
Befriended it, basically. He's here at his own free will, believe it or not. A lot has happened since since the last time you saw us.
I can tell. And he looks over at you, Trilly. I'm surprised at your skills after magic had been used.
I'm surprised it worked well.
Oh, you're still alive. Good.
Oh yeah, Trilly is still conked over the shoulder, by the way, of Magnus. Being held like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
It's
Anyone got
surprisingly
like a
comfy.
hangover cure?
What's that?
It's surprisingly comfy.
Big shoulders. Anyone got a hangover cure or something?
Yes, please.
Do I have?
Does anyone have?
Let me have a look at my.
If anybody happens to have restoration?
Oh wait.
No.
Nope.
Spells: guidance, spell, word of radiance, bless, ceremony.
I have
I
a mystery potion, but I'm not gonna take a risk using it.
Let's see what the mystery potion does.
I don't know.
No, wait.
Well, clerics can change their spells around after a long rest. So if you go to modify, you can change the spells if you want to. But yeah, I'll say that he's at least drunk. I'll say Trilly's at least drunk enough that he'll at least be that you at least know from Magnus's capabilities of being drunk that Trilly will be fine in about half an hour.
Might have some water.
There is one thing, though, that we should all discuss with Titanus, but I would recommend the guards leave for this.
And why so?
This is a private matter that, if gotten into the wrong hands, could jeopardize the whole group.
Make a persuasion check.
I think it's either a +1 or a 0.
Didn't they whirl?
Persuasion? Yeah, it's a 0.
Yes.
Chris, can I use like
7. I didn't do anything.
Can I use my water skin to just try and help wake up Trilly?
You can do. You can do if you want. You can offer the water. Trilly, do you accept it? Okay.
Yeah.
You take a nice, refreshing drink of water from Goldie's water skin.
I rolled an 18.
And
15.
Thank you.
all right, and
Make you feel a bit better.
all right. Well, Trilly's feeling a bit better. I'll say in about 10 minutes, Trilly will be fine now. But for that 7, Titanus just looks at you for a brief moment and goes, I would prefer if they were a bit closer at hand, just in case anything goes wrong. Please understand.
I mean, you do have us, and we have Bash in the room.
They'll at least stand by the gate on this side, though, if that's alright.
Very well.
He sort of clicks his fingers and the guards all go into position. They are sort of still listening in a little bit out of earshot, but they're just sort of looking over, because obviously they are his personal guards. So,
Okay.
what exactly are you wanting to tell me?
Before we left Noir, a couple of days before we left Noir, we all got pulled into our dragon shards.
As you mentioned.
Everyone got pulled in, including the people who didn't have a shard.
I'm guessing everybody except Liam.
Liam and Goldie, because she was not with us.
Well, Liam wasn't part of our group at the time.
It was Mugbeard, Zelion, myself, Trilly, and Trip. Along with a wizard named Secton, who was no longer with. Wait, was that before or after Secton?
He was there. Secton,
and along with a wizard named Secton.
Secton and Topaz were both there as well.
And a
tell me about this.
named Topaz.
And Ursula as well. Yes.
And Ursula. I keep
sorry,
having
Heidi.
that
Apologize there, but yeah. So so Goldie's just heard this fact now.
Tell me about this.
Because at the time, I didn't trust you. I didn't know whether you were actually Goldie or not.
You were kidding, right?
No, I am not.
After all we've been through, how
You showed up directly. You know what? I'm not having this fight with you right now. We can discuss this after I get the details out.
Honestly, I'm hurt. I thought we were friends.
Well, I mean, you're learning about this now, so anyway, all of us had got pulled into the shards who were with us at the time. We basically, the dragons discussed with us what would happen if all the dragon scales got brought together. It'd mean the end of the world, and we basically agreed to help them out.
So you've all struck a deal.
And
You've all struck deals with the dragons.
Yes,
Yep.
all three of them, because again, all of us were in there speaking to all three. I learned the dragon and the shard that you gave to Goldie originally, who then gave it to me. The dragon's name is Azarine.
I was familiar with at least that name. I remembered hearing that myself, but I could never remember. At the time, anyway. But what exactly will happen if these come together?
The end of the world. Simply put, the world will be slain in two, destroying it. This is why we need to stop it at all costs. It will result in the deaths of every living creature on this planet.
Be nice, you know, whenever in all the stories I've read, whenever there's like powerful artifacts coming together, it always leads to the end of the world. Why can't it be something nice, you know? Is that too much to ask?
Because the bad guys wouldn't want it then.
Exactly.
And then I'm guessing, and then people
No.
like Trip wouldn't want to be out and be heroic. No offense to you, Trip.
We need to stop this sword from being assembled at all costs. We have three of the scales technically because we have the dragons. We need to get if we get two more, and they don't get taken from us. Odds are we will have the vast majority of all the stones, and therefore the scales. Therefore, we will be in control of said sword. Or we can just separate the shards completely. But right now, I wouldn't recommend the shards that we have be separated. Because try and take the shard off of my neck, Titanus.
He sort of leans forward and tries to pull the shard off the neck. He begins to slowly lift it. He oh, Ursula's putting a statement. I'll bring that out in a second. He tries to lift the shard over your neck and is struggling to lift it off. Like, what? It won't come off?
The three shards that we have at the moment are soul-bound to us.
Thanks. I try to lift up my dragon shard
Same thing.
to demonstrate. Okay.
They cannot be removed by either the wearer or by an outside force.
I wonder why it didn't bind itself to me when that happened. Oh.
Dude, if you ever went inside it and spoke to the dragon, it probably would have. If I remember correctly, you always shook off that feeling.
Me, for that matter. I mean, I'm basically a dragon
At
here.
that point, Ursula raises her hand and goes, I don't mean to interrupt, but didn't the Black Pen say something that they're trying to resurrect a dragon by the name of, what was it, Diablos?
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
Mention that word.
But again, it was diction, so odds are we can't trust anything he says. But at this point we can't risk not.
Well, wait. There's also something we learned when we interrogated Diction.
That would be?
Well, for one, Diction seems to know something about the person who defeated Diablos originally. We weren't able to get much information, but
Because he melted.
yeah, but there's also another thing. Apparently, okay, yeah. Oh wait, you guys mentioned that he was immortal, right?
Like the guy who defeated him, or the guy, or Diction being immortal because he's not.
Because Diction, about Diction being immortal.
He's not.
Yeah,
And we killed him 1,000 times.
Well, no, but apparently Diction has been alive for about 400 years, approximately.
Way.
Yeah.
Well,
Thinking that time. He's still pretty useless.
Okay.
yeah, but he's a necromancer, which means he's probably hidden clones everywhere.
Even so, what if the other Black Pen members have been alive for just as long? Why else are they doing this?
Listen, we just have to kick their ass.
Their leader was the champion of Azzy.
Wait a minute. Leader, champion of that? Oh, look at my shards. Like, you don't think.
I'm not. I don't think your dragon is evil, but
No, I know. Here's the thing. She was a tyrant. I fully know that. Essentially a dictator. But again, Azzy and Azar, they had odds are that the former king, like the champion of that kingdom, was actually had his like capital or wherever, his main base in Azarine's old territory. It is possible that their HQ might still be there. It's a leap.
Godie looks at you, Liam. Are you understanding any of this?
I
Tell you what,
guess.
Liam, make a history check. Just humor me with a history check. 16. I'll say that you are partially familiar with at least, like, I'll say based on your making abilities, that you've looked into how magical items and things have been created, and you are at least aware that you're aware that the name Azarine came up in one of your tales of reading, but you're unfamiliar on the full details.
Okay.
I want to make a joke here.
Go
Oh
on.
no.
He has 16 times the detail in that.
Oh.
I mean, and the dragon board here. Yeah, that was a funny pun. I mean, I'm the dragon board here, and I have like zero clue about any of this.
What do you think, Titanus? Do you think there's a chance that their HQ might still be in that area? Most secret societies are riddled with tradition.
Well, I wouldn't put it past an idea. Whether there'd be a reason to do it, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess there'd be no harm in at least checking, would there?
I don't believe so. Also, I have another thing I learned.
And what?
That's not related to the dragons.
And that is?
2 of my men are still alive.
I see.
They're under the control of diction. They are 2 of the elements.
With you mentioning about necromancy, I wouldn't put it past it along those lines.
Bastard. Last time they were seen was around 10 years ago in the port of Noir, so... If we do manage to take out diction for good, then it'll release them. And release anyone else who's underneath him.
You never know. I'm not very diverse with this necromagic gobbledygook.
Oh, believe me, I'm not either. I'm just running on theories right now.
No offense to those who can use magic, obviously.
If we only had that wizard around, I could ask him some of these damn questions. I remember I vaguely heard of a spell that could exile something. I don't remember what it's called though.
No Don't, no, Chopper, no.
I hear the panic in your voice, so you know exactly
Of course I
spell I'm
fucking
talking
know what
about.
it is.
Yeah.
Most people who play D&D do.
Fair enough. Anyway, that's why I said I don't remember what it is.
Alright. Anyway, so at this point, Titanus, just for a brief moment, he ponders for a bit. Right. So if I may ask then, what exactly is your proper plan in all of this?
Basically, what we're going to be doing is essentially beating the crap out of it, going to wherever Azarine's former territory is. We'd like some backup, though. But for now, we're going to stay here until Lana arrives and we can actually get a plan down.
Is that what you've all agreed with?
Just about, I suppose.
We should just see what happens when Lorna eventually arrives and see what she says.
Well, that makes sense.
Before anything else, can I interject?
What's
Of course.
Well, I did take something from the mines, and maybe it can help, or maybe not. So, she grabs some. She goes through her bag and starts rummaging, and then pulls out the black pen rope she took from the mines.
I remember that thing.
It
was on a skeleton, wasn't it?
I figured it would be handy to know how our enemy dresses, so...
Are there any secret pockets in that thing?
She shakes her head. I didn't check for anything like that. I just took it with me.
Yeah, I pull out the black feather. Well, I still have that black feather that we got from the bandits back when we started all this.
It just occurred to me that they could be tracking us through all that. They're both those items.
Through the feather? I checked the...
Through the robe.
Feather. No.
While we're pulling out black pen object, I've still got one of their flags.
Oh!
3 of you had these objects and didn't think they could be a tracking device.
I'll use detect good and evil.
Oh, okay. All right. Are you using it on all 3 items, or you actually? Although detect good and evil, you do it and it bases it on the surroundings, I believe. All right. You do get a sense from a direction, and it's coming from the flag.
The flag.
Oh boy.
In case you wondered, you get nothing from the other 2.
Okay, what does the flag say?
The flag is basically just a Black Pen's logo. It's based.
Is it glowing?
It's to you. You get a sense of a very faint black aura that only comes to you, but it's not so much an aura you see. It's more one that you feel like something is there.
See if it's good or bad.
It is bad.
Yeah. The black flag. I am definitely detecting some bad vibes there.
Anyone have a torch?
Aeon, you're holding the flag, aren't you?
Well,
could you make as Goldie has said this aloud, could you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Oh, for God's sake!
I guess who's Wait, is Magnus still holding Trilly?
He is! He is!
I'm so glad I'm not drunk anymore.
So make that a normal roll. Magnus, you can make one too, because you're holding Trilly still and you didn't put her down yet. So I want you both to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh!
Right, that didn't.
Oh, 20 for Magnus.
On
Would
that
it be
jaw,
too late to
buddy.
bless?
Yeah,
too late.
it needs to be declared beforehand, I'm afraid.
Oh, I hope it's not. It might not be too late to curse him.
12.
Oh,
Magnus
That might be.
just succeeds.
Does he just drop? Does he just throw
Trilly,
Trilly?
no, Magnus and Trilly. You both, as Goldie has mentioned about the flag generates a something on the back of the flag occurs. To your two eyes only, you watch as a big golden eye opens up on the back of the flag, and it stares right at the two of you. Magnus just succeeds because it was an 18 you needed. Trilly. As Magnus noticing this scenario, he looks over to look at you first, and Trilly, you feel heavy. Your body
An impression.
Your body begins to fall limp, and it's then, Magnus, you feel on your shoulder beginning to turn a lot heavier.
Oh God!
Trilly,
Someone take that
Trilly,
flag!
You are now turned to stone.
I called it!
No!
At the same point of this, a voice rings out from that eye, and both to Trilly and to Magnus, both before Trilly gets fully turned to stone, the two of you hear the words of "No talking," and at that point, Trilly is now petrified. And just to verify what that means, so there's no confusion for anybody, so there's no problems, because I have to do this, just for the sake of this.
That explains how they know our plans.
Where the hell is it gone? Where the hell is it gone from my list? I hate. Don't you just hate when that happens? You have a list of things and it all goes poof. Just like that.
How long you been holding on to that note? How long you been holding on to those notes for the flag, Brownie? I gotta know. How long you been holding on to those notes for the flag for?
Session 1.
Oh no.
So
it took us how many episodes to get to this point?
53.
Oh my God! That's
right.
how they've been learning our
Here's
plan.
the thing so you guys to know. Petrified creature is transformed along with any non-magical object they are carrying or wearing into a solid inanimate substance, usually stone. Its weight increases by a factor of 10 and it ceases aging. The creature is incapacitated, can't move or speak, and is unaware of its surroundings. On a side note, Trilly is now immune to poison and disease.
Yeah, but
Wait,
look at
Chris.
the bright side.
She's sober.
Magnus, I've got some really bad news for you. You're currently carrying 906 pounds on your shoulder.
Oh no, Magnus just straight up falls to the ground.
Magnus, I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Yep, plus... Oh, yeah, saving throw, plus 7.
I wanted to bring that out on the first session when you found it.
But to be fair,
27!
Alright,
We're getting lucky
so
with
at this
the
point,
roll 20s.
Magnus, you do
20.
take, because of that certain weight, you do take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you're pushed down to the ground. It would have been 14, but it's half because you succeeded. But you still have, you do have a Trilly currently holding you down a tiny bit.
Oh,
and Rachel, what were you saying, sorry?
look, the silver lining is that you're not aging, so there's that.
Yes.
Chris. I just a quick question.
Yes,
sorry. Can I use Dispel Magic on Trilly?
You can certainly try. I just need to know what level you're casting it at.
Which one? Okay. I'm gonna use level 3.
Level 3 dispel magic. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me double check my notes on this exactly.
Magnus, how are you hanging there?
See it?
It hurts.
Definitely level 3. That is just short. So I would like for you to roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier, please. Basically how it works for dispel magic, some people like to do it as you need to cast that equal or higher to dispel it. I'm not sure if it's a proper house rule. In fact, let me double check it. Here we go. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I need to probably say. So any spell that's 3rd level or lower on the target will end. Oh yeah, sorry. If you cast this at level 3, any spell that is level 2 or below will automatically end. Any spell that is higher, that is 3rd level or higher, well, you must make an ability check using your spell casting modifier. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level. So you need to get a 16.
Okay, so I'm seeing all the rolls we're doing. I feel like this is going to be a low roll.
Plus your...
Yeah, I'm burning that flag.
Hold on 1 second. Let's double check the exact part of this. Spell casting ability. So that is +4. So that is a d20 plus 4.
Odd.
You need a
+5.
Okay.
Come on, dude.
So I got a +5.
Yeah, go ahead.
Blessing.
All right, so roll that d20 plus that 5. 14. No.
Doesn't she also get a +1?
She did.
That was the +1.
Yeah,
I still
it
got
was a
14.
modifier plus that.
Okay.
No, you tried the spell, and Trilly is still solid.
How long is she going to be like that
Until
for?
you cure it.
Oh,
Can I try again?
Certainly try. I'll let you have one more try if you want.
Okay.
Oh
what would
god, I'm
happen-
going to end up a rockery.
Okay. What would happen if I used level 4?
Then it would low. Then you know what? I'll be nice, and I'm actually going to make a house rule for this now. I'm going to make a house rule for this. If you decide to cast a spell and it doesn't work, if it's outside of combat, you can cast it again. Based on that, I'll say, you know what? Because of this, I will lower the DC by 1 just to be a little fairer. So I will say in this scenario, 15 is now what you need, but this is the maximum chance I can give you as of right now.
Can I have an idea.
It would be a fun side quest.
I have an idea. Can I cast Bless first onto myself and then use...
Yes, you may. I think I'll allow that.
Yeah.
So, do you have some holy water on you, though? Actually, no, because you're technically a cleric, you'll always have it, so... Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna cast level 1 Bless.
Level 1 Bless. Let me have a proper look at the... let's have a look. Yeah, choose up to 3 creatures, so you can choose 2 more creatures if you want to have a bonus.
Brownie, can I interject for a moment? Because she's doing the same, and she's casting so much in succession. If she fails, wouldn't it be fun if she gets an exhaustion penalty?
To be honest, I was going to add a penalty to this one if she wanted to try. So there was, but it wasn't going to be as grand as what's going to be. So don't worry, I did have plans.
So, for the other 2, I'm gonna use Magnus and I guess Trilly.
So the statue is now a holy statue. Okay.
hang in there, Trilly.
Hang in there, baby.
Wait, is Trilly still holding the flag, by the way?
Yes, it's actually turned solid in the grasp. And actually, thank you for reminding me of that. Magnus, I need you to make another check because the flag is still staring at you.
Wait. You said the flag
turned to stone.
Wait, you said the flag turned to stone.
Oh, did the
you can't because it's a magic object.
Oh, my apology. I am sorry. I got my facts mixed up. I'm sorry.
So the flag is still a flag.
And still staring at Magnus in that case.
You know what? I just realised something.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the first time where Goldie is actually being a cleric.
So, Magnus, I need you
Congrats.
to make another save because it's still staring at you.
That's a wisdom
Yes,
save,
it
right?
is. But because
10.
well, you do
That
have
failed.
bless, so you can roll a d4 if you want.
Oh, D4? My bad.
Yeah, bless adds a d4 or 4. So
4.
altogether, that's 14. Nope. Yep.
Still fails.
You're now
considering-
beginning to turn to stone as well.
Oh no!
Can you hurry this up?
So,
Okay, someone destroy the flag, please.
well, first of all,
Let me
Goldie's
just-
casting Dispel. Are you casting Dispel on Trilly?
On Trillian, I guess on Magnus as well.
Well, you'd have to do. Well, if you're going to. Well, you've used your 4th level for Dispel on this scenario, so first let's get Trilly out the way. So, I will allow it in this, so bless you. So that means roll a d20 plus 5, technically, because the 4 plus the 1 there, and then add a d4. So, d20 plus d4 plus 5. And let's see if this is enough. I'll say I'll lower it down because of how much has gone into this. And generally, because I know I've got you all worried. Bless you.
I know.
I know I won't die,
You're
so
not
I'm not
dying,
worried.
you're just being turned to stone. It's a
Yeah.
stone, Magnus. You didn't carry it.
And appropriately, I'm currently shitting bricks, so...
15.
Okay,
That's just enough. That is just enough what you need. So, Trilly, just as the last of your face is just about to be turned to stone, you suddenly begin to shake. You feel this tenseness within you, and this petrification begins to fade away. First with your face so you can breathe, and then the rest of your body afterwards. Trilly is fine.
Trilly, drop the flag now.
Yeah, as soon as...
Alright, and now Magnus is being
Okay,
turned to stone.
I cast Dragon's Breath on myself.
Okay.
I'll just wait to see what happens because I was going to do something, but it's already getting more interesting. Someone let the interesting thing happen.
Sacred Flame? I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on the flag.
I mean,
There we go. That was what I was going to do.
I was gonna.
That's
Set it on
alright.
fire.
Someone could do it. So,
as soon as I unpetrify, I'm just going to throw the flag away from the group.
okay. Make a strength check.
It's just straight piece of paper.
It's technically waving around, so there could be wind in the way. So I have to see how far it flies.
Fantastic! So that's a -1.
Hey! No, you've got bless. You've got bless on thanks to Goldie, so a +4 as well.
Well,
It has to
maybe.
roll.
So d20
You're-
plus 4 minus
Oh,
1.
that-
Welcome to the glories of
no, I think I'm going
bless.
to roll the D. I have to
Yeah, it's
roll the
kinda
D4, don't I?
Sorry?
I have to roll
Yes,
the
roll
D4.
the d20, then the d4, and then add your
Okay.
modifier. Or minus it in the scenario.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm an idiot.
Aw. I was so waiting.
No, no,
glad
I'm-
at least I got to spring this
Why not?
once.
I know I'm an idiot. I've made peace with that.
Don't worry.
Oh dear.
How are you guys getting max 4?
Max 4.
You forgot to add the.
3
Yeah,
in a
Oh, I
row.
know.
That is
Three
that is that
in
yeah,
a
that's 4.
row.
That's 3 d4s with a 4. That's pretty impressive. All right, so
Thank you,
so you
Trip
throw
Top.
it and it manages to land just short of where Goldie is, so it's a good enough distance. Magnus is now stopped being turned petrified, and he's actually now 3/4 of his body is now petrified.
Oh,
To be
thank
specific,
God!
His lower half and most of his chest, his arms and his face is still there, but now he can't move.
Oh, this hurts like you would never
All right.
believe.
He's not as comfy to lie on anymore. I'm getting off.
So Goldie is doing the Sacred Fire. Is anyone else doing a spell on this thing as well?
I cast Dragon's Breath. You use fire, and I'm gonna use fire, and I'm going to blow fire
Alright.
on the flag.
Trip, are you joining in or not?
You know what? Overkill. Sacred fire.
All right, everyone, make your rolls. Let's see how much.
2 sacred fires and a dragon's breath.
So a
Should be
dragon.
interesting.
I do first.
Yeah. So I'd like Caitlin to go first.
Wait, how do I do this sacred fire again?
Roll 2. The flag has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god, it can move!
I got a nat 20. The wind catches it and blows it a little bit around, so it takes half your roll of 2d8.
2d8. Do I get any pluses?
Not on this, no.
No.
Okay. Is this it?
Yes, that is correct. Yeah, so 9 points. Half because it succeeded the save, so that's only 4 points of flame damage, but it looks kind of bad. Okay, Zelion, Dragon Breath, go.
Boosh!
11 points. Okay. Oh, it's gonna make the save against that. Nat 1. Wow, completely the other way. 11 points. It is still there, but as it gets hit by the Dragon Breath, the flag turns around and you all see the giant eye on the back. And you just see it quivering like... You... Go, Trip, make your attack.
You gotta roll dex
here we
first.
go again. That's
Swear to God. 13.
No,
All
you need
right,
14.
full damage. Oh, 14. Yep. As it goes to do its glare straight down at all of you,
You're
it
back.
actually smacks back, and you watch as the eye. All right, as the eye vanishes away, and you just hear this, and the flag completely evaporates.
How long have you had that, Trilly? Trilly.
Really?
Fucking flag survived all that.
Jesus.
How long have you had that flag for, Trilly?
I swear I'm never going to pick anything up here ever again.
Oh my god, that's how they've been learning our plans. That's also been how they've been learning where we are.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, it does. Now we can finally go out and not have them track us. It's also how our diction knew where we'd be.
Because it's only when I suggest detect good and evil that...
Wait.
Well, I suggested that we see if there are any listening devices, aka any stuff you guys have picked up.
you know.
I did pick up something from Feather the other night. I pull out the teleportation gem.
Okay, that's just a teleportation. Before I do anything, can someone please turn me back into flesh?
Look, hang in there. We'll do something later. Just don't go anywhere.
Can I use the spell?
You want to try the spell again?
Yeah, and for the third time, it can you can do like a knockback to me.
Oh,
can I?
Are you wanting to? Are you gonna? So you've used your 4th level though. Are you gonna use your 3rd level, or are you gonna go for a 2nd level? Oh, sorry. It's only a 3rd level. Oh, you have to cast it at 3rd level because it won't cure it otherwise.
Brownie, can I roll intimidation against Leah?
Wait. Again, and it's
like an angry stare
towards who?
Liam. It's like just
right.
through there.
Sure, go
basically.
on then. Random roll.
12. I doubt that makes
Liam,
it.
how do you react to a partially worried yet scary looking Magnus?
Look, he's not going to come any closer. So
Yeah, I decided to use the spell magic, and since I used it the 3rd time, Chris, you can use like a knockback effect
It
on me or
depends how
something.
you do here. I'll say because you managed to stop this when he's got 3/4 of his body. Don't forget you got bless as well, so the D4 as well. There will be a 13 to break it. So D20 plus D4 plus 5. I know, Heidi. We miss you too. I just realized I still have creepy music. We shouldn't have creepy music for this scenario. I know the perfect music for this one.
Music.
This music.
Sorry.
Yep, that, you did +4 +5. It's 1d4 +5. It's alright, it's alright. I'm sorry.
You playing rock music?
No, I'm actually playing a track called Drunk As You Like. Oh. Alright,
I can't
sorry.
hear
I
it,
guess it's
bro.
not playing it. Okay, okay, you know what? That is a little bit on the off end there. So 6 there plus 6 there. Let's see, 6, 7, 5. You know what? I'll be fair because of the slight mix-up. Roll a d20 normally, and we'll add that to that 6.
Sorry, I
It's
got
okay,
so
it's okay,
confused.
just roll a d20 normally. Let's see what gets added to the 6. You need 7. You need you need a 7 or higher. There we
17.
go!
Oh, thank
So
God.
that's 23 in total. After realizing how to cure it the first time, you're more confident, and Magnus, the stone evaporates from your lower half, and your body is back to normal.
Oh, that hurt a lot.
I'm gonna have Goldie like collapsed onto her knees, breathing heavily, like, "Don't make me do that again."
Is that is that fly completely burned?
All
Like,
that's left
if
now is the small gold rings that attach to it, and I will say at this point, Goldie, you do have a point of exhaustion. So that's yes. So
Back.
that means Goldie, all your ability checks have disadvantage.
You twat.
Hey, but
Okay.
at this point, Titanus walks up to you, Goldie, and places the hand on the shoulder. He just looks at you and goes, "You have saved their lives, you know. That actually is really impressive, isn't it, Magnus?"
I'll give her this one. That hurt a lot.
Well, one thing's for sure: if the Black Pen were tracking us with that flag, we need a new plan.
Agreed.
Which means they found if we were talking about their secret location, that means they'll know we'll be coming for them if they are hiding there.
To be fair, we could be completely wrong.
Well, how about we do this? We don't go after them. At least not right away.
Or we let one overhear us thinking, no, there's no way they could be. Or like basically do disinformation.
You mean kind of lie about an information just to give them something else?
I have an idea. Who's your nosiest guard? And your most gossipy guard?
Let's see. I think that would probably have to be Oberon.
Get him in here.
You forgot about him!
I didn't forget.
Yeah.
Get him in here. I have an idea.
Like a hope key.
Well, then we're gonna have to go to Hope Key.
Maybe it's best if we wait for Lorna to come back first before we get a plan, and then we'll figure out something.
Can I at least tell my plan now that I know we're not being? Now that I know there's no eavesdroppers. Here's my plan.
One more thing. When Lana does come here, we need to make absolutely certain that she's not a doppelganger.
Again.
You detect good and evil.
Oh, this is
I have an idea. Goldie, can you still use send?
Yeah.
Let me check.
Wait.
No.
Goldie's had a long rest
but
at this
she's used
point.
all her 3rd level spells to try to cure you guys. I think. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah.
My Discord crashed.
Let's see. She used Dispel for the first attempt, didn't work. Dispel for 4th level, then dispel there. She has one more use.
Alright. Well, my Discord crashed, by the way, and luckily I heard the important stuff. So, I have an idea. Send can only go to the person that they've encountered before, right?
To be specific, I'll give you the proper credentials of sending. Sending works if the person who is using it is familiar with the person who it's being sent to. Whether that's but it needs to be precise to the point that you at least recognize the face. If you give them a name and a very good description of the character, then it's possible it can go work. Otherwise, they have to physically see them to know them. In other words, let me make this simple. If you're going to send it to Lorna, either one of you has to give a really good description, or she would have to save that sending spell and just wait till she turns up, in other words.
Let's wait till she turns up. That way we know if it's actually her.
Are you sure?
If it's actually her, it should go immediately to her. And then she could just repeat what we say, that you say through there.
Wait, wasn't Goldie with us when we first entered Helix? She's seen Lana before.
That is true.
Exactly.
That is very true.
I sent her the spell before.
I'll be honest, I actually was faking that to see if you actually knew it. So, yes. Yeah, I will confess now, yes, you have seen the proper face, so it can work.
No, it can't.
But it is your last level, but it is your last third level spell, just be aware, Caitlin. So if you do this, you have only second level spells left. Second level.
Goldie just looks tiredly at Magnus and just says, "What do you want me to send?"
See how far out she is. Just request a status update.
It doesn't work like that. It's not like I can phone her and we can talk. I have to send her a specific message for her to hear.
Requesting. Oh, okay. How about this? Requesting information about. Oh, I know. Requesting status update.
Okay.
Literally, just send that to her.
Or just ask her, where are you right now?
That works too.
Goldie slowly gets up, and she's going to use sending.
So you can send a short message of 25 words or less. What is the message you are sending, and who to?
Lorna. Sending it to Lorna. I'm just gonna. Goldie's just gonna ask, Lorna, where are you right now? Are you far from Helix?
Sorry, counting. 16. Yeah, okay. There's a little time that passes by. Then a message does come through. Goldie, it's good to hear your voice again. We are a days away from Helix. We'll meet up soon. And that's all you hear.
How far away is Noir from Helix? Jesus.
To be specific, it is 6 days travel. And need I remind you that you guys set off before she did?
Fair enough, but...
Stay away.
So she's a day away. Well, that gives us 24 hours at least, or somewhere around there. So that's not too bad.
Still need a formulated plan. We can smooth out the rough edges when she gets here. Right now, I recommend we post sentries around the city to make sure nothing else happens.
And help with some of the restoration.
Agreed. I look at Titanus. How many soldiers did you bring with you today?
I only brought some of my personal guard. I brought these 4 with me for now. I figured this would be just enough just to get us here.
I was expecting more of an army.
Just a little bit out of I'm not doing this trip, but Brownie, what was that city again with the werewolf thing?
It's a werewolf thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Do you mean the place where the little kid got? Or am I thinking of a different place?
Different place. I'm just asking Brownie, what was that city name? Because I can't find my notes correctly. So
that was
are you referring to the crossroads when the guys found Annabelle?
No, I'm talking about when Trippa was traveling with Zelion and.
Yeah. Oh, are you on about that? Are you on about that city that you guys went to before you guys made it to Hope Key?
Wait. Wait. Hold on.
No, when we were heading towards Noir, there was one more city.
Oh, Jing.
There's
the right. So from Hope Key, there was Solstice, and then there was Jing.
Solstice.
Yes,
Solstice is what I mean.
Solstice was the one where Mugbeard was prancing around, proclaiming of Scanlan.
Yeah,
yes,
that
there you go.
Yeah. Whatever became, now that I think about it, I wonder what happened with Solstice.
That's what I think. That's what I'm gonna try and nudge into that direction. So I'm gonna pick up. There was the city we also passed by. Solstice, I believe it was. How far is it from here?
Solstice is going through my notes. Five. It'll be 5 days travel from Helix to Solstice.
Yeah, and then and if we take the route, we will come across. You know who.
That means they already went past
to be
Solstice.
Specific, the route that you guys took was Noir, then Jing, which was the small village, and then straight up to Helix. What they're referring to Solstice is south from Hope Key, and that was the way they took because you guys didn't want to go through Helix because you guys presumed you were banned. So you guys went. Hope Key, Solstice, Jing, Noir to catch up with the others back there, whilst the other group went from the southern exit of Helix, from there to Jing, dealt with the giant that was there, and then to Noir. Oh no, you all met in Jing and then went to Noir. Sorry, that's the verification.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking something was off there.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go.
So theoretically, they could have just avoided Solstice altogether. So basically, they're going the route that everyone who went south took. Basically, went Noir, Jing, and then Helix.
Well, sorry, can I?
I'm looking at the map.
Things Trip just asked, which route did Titanus take?
Which route? We came from the north. We came the same way from the northern entrance of Hope Key.
So they came from the north. So they took the northern route, so they wouldn't know what's going on in Solstice.
No, because you saw them come through the top area. So.
Yeah, north. So
you could. Do you guys see the map?
Yeah, I have it in front of me.
In front of me. To sum it up briefly.
That's actually what I was looking at before.
To sum it up briefly, you guys went. So to sum it up briefly, Titanus took the route from Hope Key north, which was essentially the route you all took to make your way to Helix to begin with.
Right.
Then, when it came to Helix blocking you guys out, then what happened was you guys, to meet up with the others, went Hope Key to Solstice, then to Jing to meet up with everyone there, while those that chose the southern exit of Helix went down that direction to Jing, and they had the giant problem to deal with before Mugbeard, Zelion, and Trip turned up. And then you all left for Noir.
Okay.
Secton's somewhere in the middle of all that crap.
Secton's in Noir.
So the rest we all have
Heidi.
to. Okay, so but yeah, now people can ask, why is Trip interested in Solstice, for example?
Why are you so worried about that town?
Well,
City!
It
City. Why are you so worried about that city?
Well, there was a sighting of a werewolf nearby, and well, considering it's closer to the Grand Drop than anywhere else,
Yeah, for God's sake.
you can see the gears in Trip's head turn.
Like a neighboring huntsman to hunt the big bad wolf.
Probably about that. La 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 la. Wee.
You get to see Trip.
Sorry, I'll
Trip decides to speak
sorry, I'll
up. There's
confess I'm
something-
having fun with the dice function on D&D Beyond.
Okay, but
I was having fun with that earlier.
Brownie,
Uh-huh.
okay. Trip looks at Titanus. Has there been any news from Solstice?
You know, now that you mention it, there was one bit of news.
What was that?
Supposedly, they haven't actually had any werewolf sightings close by since recently.
Huh. Interesting.
Trip goes into thinking, but you can see on her face. You can see something on her face for me. You're not really sure. Brownie, what do you think I'm hinting at?
I'm not allowed to perceive. I'm only just a storyteller. I have no idea. I'm just going what you think.
Where?
No, pretty much. I'm trying to say is maybe if someone wants to check something on her.
Well, I'll tell you what. Either you know what, Trip deception check.
She's not
Oh.
She's not being deceptive.
Alright.
She's just being silly. She's just being
In
unsure.
that case,
Investigation. I'm gonna use
in
investigation.
this case, it would either be perception to watch her body movements or insight to check if she's making any lying tones in her voice and things. So it's up to you which one you want to go with.
Like, and plus I get wait, how many pluses? Because I got like +1 with the guard,
You've
and how many
you've
do I
got
get
plus
for
3
the?
with the. Actually, at this point, Bless has run out because it only lasts a minute. Yeah,
Oh.
so
Yeah,
it's
very
run
short.
out. So you only have the +1 added because of your Bless from the God. So it's basically what your insight or insight or investigation is, and then plus whatever. Yeah, that's my phone. Sorry.
I would also like
Go
to
ahead.
investigate then.
Oh, that's 16. Wow, your insight is +8.
It's
Oh,
plus
+7.
the one with the
There
guard.
you go. So 16 and 17, you both okay. You know what, Trip? Are you subtly hiding this idea of yours, or are you?
She is kind of hiding it, yes, because she isn't
Okay,
sure.
Then, I'm thinking if there should be anything to roll against this.
Only deception because she's trying
that
to
was what I was.
hide
That's
her.
what I was
I guess.
suggesting before.
Yeah, but now think about is she supposed to be rolling deception?
That's
Sorry,
alright.
my bad. So I'll roll deception, which is going to be hard to beat, even though she's not the best. Let's see, her deception is
don't
1,
remember.
but it's +5,
6
so
plus 6, 25. She's
Yeah.
hard to read.
Oh, if we're not gonna, if we're finished talking, I would like to go before any more of my, before I pass out from any more disasters that might happen from simply us standing here.
Right. Right. I put away my feather.
Trip,
Well, at least to know
away.
the other objects aren't being tracked.
That's good.
Vegas looks like Trilly. He's like, you seriously had that the whole time.
Wow.
Didn't know.
I was looking at her like, really?
As Trilly just looks immensely guilty.
Not your fault, Trilly.
Where did you even find that thing anyway?
On a side note as well, Heidi also wished there was a statue of Magnus to draw a mustache on.
Mustache.
Wouldn't have happened.
How about?
Oh, it would have happened.
All right. Anyway, sorry. Carry on. Or is anyone? All right. So at this point, oh, sorry.
I was just simply going to say Gold is just going to make her way back to the tavern.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Alright, so at this point, Titanus just looks over all of you and goes, right, well, let's wait for Lorna to get here, and we'll figure out our next plan. Sound fair, everybody?
Agreed.
Great.
Yeah, sure.
Very well, then. Let's just hope we can get an answer through all of this. If it's alright with you, I think me and my guards are gonna check around and see what we can fix up with this place and such. In the meantime, I suggest everyone clears himself up, dusts himself off, and we'll see how we are in the next day.
Alright.
And with that, Titanus' goons make their way into the beacon. And with that, I think we'll call the session there.
Oh god, I was about to fall asleep. No, it's because I had no sleep last night whatsoever. So I'm on hour 20, I think,
Yeah,
being
you know
awake.
my pain. By the way, I also
jeez.
have some news to pass on everybody.
What's that?
Sorry.
Ow.
Lava!
Ow!
Sorry,
Nice.
I was trying to be quiet on that one. I guess I had my settings set too high. Sorry.
What's the announcement?
Level up!
Oh, thank you, God.
Yeah,
Level 8
everyone,
fighter. Didn't think Magnus would survive this long.
levels up!
Yay!
Oh, we're getting
Yep,
ability
so
score
I will tell you right now, because
feat.
I am being very nice. If you have an ability score improvement, you can either increase the abilities, like we did, either 2 abilities plus 1, or 1 ability plus 2, or you can take
Get the
a
feat.
feat. But
Guess that's what Magnus chokes.
no Lucky. Lucky is banned. No.
Damn it!
Guess what
Well, I
Magnus
want you to keep
chose.
them all secret, and I'll have them all
Lucky.
quiet. Yes, so no lucky feet.
Something.
Yeah.
No way.
Something that Trilly
Yes,
did last session.
I am not letting you guys break me any further. All right.
Magnus is now a grappler.
I might need to discuss the feat I was thinking with you then.
I can only get grappler or firearm specialist.
Yeah, I can only get those 2 as well.
I'm not
That's just
trying to. So I'm probably going to run ability
Really?
score
I thought-
improvements.
I thought we covered
Right.
like the full list of things, don't we?
Yeah, we should.
Apparently
Actually,
you don't.
Huh. That's interesting.
Very weird.
Actually, I've changed my mind. I'm going to do ability score
Alright.
improvement and see what
There
happens.
should be like a full list of things. Give me a second.
Hey!
6, 5.
I mean, yeah, that was a good idea.
Alright,
Check
update
list
the
again.
list, guys. You may have an updated one here now.
So my max HP is now
Are you
70.
Magnus, are you sure you want to
25.
take that? Because Raven's just updated the list, so if you want to take up a feat, you can do now, I think. It's up to you guys. If Heidi, you as well, that goes for you if you want to change Ursula around.
There it is.
I still got the I still got the 2, so,
So
I'm
you're
not
not
gonna
going
bother.
to... Is it not updated?
Weird.
Oh, I've got the list.
I don't
I'll
even know
double
what-
check it now. I'll double check right now, actually. Yeah, the character.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Refresh, refresh. You might have the full list now.
Yeah, I got the full list, alright.
Oh, you didn't do shit, so you don't deserve the level up. Yes, you do. You're all together, and I'm not letting it pass on this one. Heidi, you are a part of this as much as everyone else is, so I am saying, yes, as the DM, you can.
The hell's orcish feet? Oh.
Oh, that's a shield.
In fact, while everyone is deciding on if they want to have a feat or their ability score improvement, we shall end the episode here, and we shall see where everyone lies on this next part. Yes, Heidi, you do deserve it, so do it, otherwise you'll be so far behind I'll have to adjust things, and I don't want to do that. No, don't do that.
I just realized now that I
Feel
have like
lucky?
the extortion thing, I feel like the thing that Crescendo's gonna teach me is gonna be really difficult.
Already have that.
Alright, anyway. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, while everyone's deciding their abilities or improvements or whatever way they want to go it, that's all for tonight's episode. So with that said, perceptions rolled low. It's time for us to go. So, in 2 weeks' time, we'll see exactly where everything goes, and I will tell you next week we shall have our discussion, and we'll see where the plan goes from here. So with that said, if you were charged with joy with this stream, be sure and hit the follow. You know the shit by now. A huge thank you to everyone who turned up and everyone who played along, and we'll see exactly where things are going from here. So it's goodbye from Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers. It's goodbye from Cotlol. Goodbye from Dell.
Hey,
Boy, everybody.
Alpha.
Guys, hope you all have a nice
From
evening.
Chopper. From Brave.
Later.
And from
Toodaloo.
Aeon. Yes,
Be well, everyone.
be strong. And farewell from Heidi in spirit, who's not in this call, but was playing along in the Twitch chat. So thank you. All right, but with that said, everyone, this is Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers signing off on Let's Play Live Perception Check. Stay charged and catch you all later. Goodbye.
Bye.